Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at the topic of differentiation. Now, before we proceed to look at the derivative of the function y equals to ax raised to n, let us define the word differentiation. Now, basically, I want to say that differentiation is the process of obtaining the gradient of a function. It is the process of obtaining the gradient function. Here are some terms that are used in differentiation. Number one, we have that is the derivative. We have the derivative. That is the first term that is used in differentiation. Number two is they say differentiate. They say differentiate. They say differentiate. That is differentiate. Then the third term that is used in differentiation is the gradient function. The gradient function. Then another term that is used in differentiation is the derived function. The derived function. Those are the four terms that are used in differentiation. If they say find the derivative of a certain function, they means differentiate that function, and they also mean find the gradient function of that maybe polynomial or function, and they also mean find the derived function. Those are the four terms that are used in differentiation. Now, let us have a look at the derivative of that is a function like this, that is y equals to ax raised to n, where n is an integer, Remember, an integer is a positive number, a negative number, or 0. So n can be negative, it can be positive, or 0. Now, we can also say x is an independent variable. It is an independent variable. X is an independent variable. Then we can say a is a constant. And y is a dependent variable. Y is a dependent variable. It depends on x. Dependent variable. Y is a dependent variable. Now, we need to look at how we can differentiate this. This function. Now, in differentiation, differentiation has different symbols. The first symbol that you can use in differentiation when you are differentiating, the first one is dy over dx. Now, that is the change in y over the change in x. It can be the change in y, that is the small change in y, over the small change in x. That is the second symbol used in differentiation. Then the third one that can be used in differentiation is y prime. It is y prime. Those are the basic symbols of differentiation. Those are the basic symbols that denote differentiation. That is dy over dx. That is, we are differentiating a function of y with respect to x. Now, let us proceed to look at how we can differentiate this. Let us have a look at how we can differentiate that function. Now, in this function, this is y equals to ax raised to n. We shall have, that is dy, in differentiating this, that is dy over dx equals to, we bring this power behind here, that is n ax raised to n minus 1. We bring this power behind here and we multiply with the whole function, but we less the power by 1. That is how you can find the derivative of this function. Now, let us have a look at example 1. Example 1. We have y equals to 4x raised to 3. This is a function y equals to 4x raised to 3. 3 is an integer and x is a dependent, that is independent variable. It is an independent variable. 4 is a constant, y is a dependent variable. Now, how do we differentiate this? We shall just, this function is just of this form. Therefore, we shall differentiate it this way. The dy, that is, we are differentiating y with respect to x. And we shall do it like this. That is, we bring this power and we multiply with the whole function. That is 3 times the whole function, which is 4x raised to 3. Then we less the power by 1. We less the power by 1. Now, after that, we shall obtain, that is 3 into 4x. This 4x, then the power is 3 minus 1, which is 2. Now, in this case, if we open the bracket, we shall obtain, that is 12x raised to 2. 12x raised to 2. That is how you can differentiate that function. Let us have a look at the second example, that is y equals to negative a half x raised to 12. Now, in this case, we shall have, that is dy over dx, that is, we are differentiating this y with respect to x. It will be 12 times negative a half x raised to 12, then we less the power by 1. So we shall have, that is 12 into, this is negative a half x raised to 12 minus 1 is 11. Now in this case, if we open the bracket, that means this one by 2, 1 by 2, 6. So it will be negative 6x raised to 11. Negative 6x raised to 11. Now, let us have a look at the third example. Let us have a look at the third example. That is y equals to 2/3 x raised to 3 over 4. Now, in this case, we have, that is dy over dx will be this 3/4, 3 over 4, times the whole of this function, that is 2 over 3, x raised to 3 over 4, but we less 3 over 4 by 1 because it is a power. Now, in this case, we shall obtain, that is 3 over 4 into, this is 2/3, then we have x raised to 3 over 4 minus 1 is just negative a quarter. 3 over 4 times, that is minus 1, is just negative a quarter. Now, if we simplify by 3, 1, by 3, 1, by 2, 1, by 2, 2. Therefore, this is a half x. There will be a half x raised to negative a quarter. That is what we obtain in differentiating this function.